Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Opinions with me, Randy Prizzle. How you guys all doing out there? Everything good, shway, crispy, irie? Let's get into the unpopular opinions for today's episode. Fireworks should be 100% illegal for public sale. Now I do agree with this. The reasons why I agree with this, because them youngsters outside that are getting fireworks somehow, 21 years under that, 18-year-olds somehow managing to get fireworks and then be very irresponsible with them, because you see them now in the streets dashing them at each other or throwing them towards members of the public, even setting them on buses or trains or wherever else. It's quite silly and it's very irresponsible. Some of these youngsters do need to learn, and I do think the way to make them learn is to ban them from having fireworks, because some of these youngsters don't know what to do nowadays. But I don't just blame them, I blame the government, because the government has closed all those youth centres that used to be open for us back in the days to allow these kids to go out there and express themselves like the NWA song. They can't do that, so what choice do they have now is to act a fool like the Ludacris song. So that's just what I think on that. Next one. The don't talk to me until I've had my coffee types are insufferable. I think that they have a moment, and the moment is I'm not in that headspace to have a conversation with you or to really engage or go into depth with you, because I just want my coffee to go. I don't want to talk to you. I just want to feel good, get my coffee, get my energy levels up. Do you know what I mean? Like Super Mario, bling, 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 all of that. Do you know what I mean? I want to just power up and be able to go through the day. I do hear it, but sometimes I do think that they should try to engage with people just a little bit. Just go hi and then move on, hi and then move on, hi, move on. Don't need to say too much. Just say hi, move on. They want to talk to you anymore, just say right now is probably not the best time. Just a hi and move on. As simple as that. Next one. It should be acceptable to order kids' meals as an adult. I do agree it should be acceptable, to be honest, because obviously if you haven't got the budget to buy a big adult meal, then you should be able to buy the kids' meal. Do you know what I mean? But especially that case in that scenario, people would say, well, it's for the kids, you shouldn't be buying something that's kids. Well, if that's all I've got in my pocket, then why shouldn't I be able to buy that specific meal? If someone just wants probably just some fish fingers and some chips or just something small with like a fruit bag or something, they should be able to get that with no qualms, with no one going and saying to them, hey, you're not a child. I know I'm not a child. That person should be saying back to them, you shouldn't be telling me what to do. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a child. But then I can be able to buy whatever is on that menu because it's on your menu. So I should be able to buy that. There shouldn't be any qualms there, should there? No, there shouldn't. There should not be any qualms. But next one. The beauty standard is ugly. I don't think the beauty standard is ugly. I think what it is social media and everything has gassed a lot of people up. I think with the whole foundations and things that people tend to put on, they tend to overdo. And obviously nowadays, a lot of girls, not saying very few, but a lot of women do like to put a lot of excessive makeup on. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with putting makeup on, but some of y'all end up looking like clowns. Do you know what I mean? Some of you girls end up looking like crusty and that. There's just too much. It's a cake on your face now. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not saying there's anything specifically wrong with putting makeup on. I just think too much is just too much. Too much something is bad enough. It's bad enough. And I think you should just minimize it. You know what I mean? Put your makeup on, but don't put excessive stuff to where you're looking like a different person now. Do you know what I mean? But that's just my thoughts on that. Next one. People who express worry over stepping on needles in bad cities are idiots. Well, I mean, there should be worry because you don't know where that needle's been. If that needle pricks you in the foot or something, you can catch some STIs or something else. So for me, I understand why people should be worried. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to a back alley and you're tracking through and you've stepped on something sharp, you should be very worried because that could take your foot off. You should be extremely worried. Now, this person who's saying that you shouldn't be worried, what are you on? What are you smoking? Because you're not really making sense at this point in time that you shouldn't be worried. You should 100% be worried. They might have to amputate your foot or something if you catch something in that foot. So it's a cause for concern 100%. Next one. Showing up egregiously late to work with coffee is a bum behaviour. I think showing up late in general is probably bad. I think obviously circumstances probably make people late, i.e. your alarm hasn't rung, you've missed your alarm, so you're getting up. Also maybe train delays, bus delays, anything else that you travelled with. Do you know what I mean? Your bike probably had a puncture or something, so you've got to work quite late. And you probably just needed something to pick yourself up because you know you're going to be late. So you're like, what the heck? Let me just get a coffee. But I do think in pre-plan, anything goes wrong, you should be calling your boss and saying, boss, I'm going to be late, so on and so forth. This is what happened. You know what I mean? But I think people are just late for no reasons and just say, hey, you know. But I've been there before. Sometimes when you're not into a job, you just got to do what you got to do. And obviously, if you aren't feeling the job, you aren't feeling the people, sometimes you just say, I don't care. I'm just going to take the piss because these people don't give a about me. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just going to do whatever is possible. But I'm saying in circumstances, it's not the right behavior. But if your manager's a dickhead, your peoples you work with are absolute shitbags, then do what the heck you've got to do. Do you know what I mean? I'm not judging you. I'm saying do what you got to do. Because if the people you work with are absolute tools, then you just got to work them like tools. It's as simple as that. Until you find a better place that gives you the time of day and enjoys who you are and allows you to work as you should be able to work. Do you know what I mean? But that's all. And that's it for this episode, guys, of Unpopular Opinions. But big yourselves up, first time watchers, season watchers. If you're feeling this episode, you know what to do below. All of that. Show your boys some love. Share the love and all of that. No, I said it's true. I can feel the love. Can you feel it too? I can feel it all. So yes, please do that. I'm not saying please, but it would be nice if you could. And just tell the people about it. But anyways, big yourselves up, guys. And you know what I usually do here when I finish? I'll give my opinions and I'll react later on. Let's go.